high protein, low calories equals you build muscle and lose fat at the same time. And I'm going to put up a couple studies so that you guys can see it. Lots of fitness people will tell you that you need to eat at a calorie surplus to grow muscle. No, a calorie surplus makes you fat. Hi, my name is Jaquish. I'm a doctor of biomedical engineering, which gives me a unique perspective. Today, I want to talk about what I do for my nutrition. A lot of questions about what I would recommend given a certain scenario. Everybody's life is a little different. So not everybody can arrange their nutrition the same way. So you got to look at like your work schedule. And I talk about this all the time. Like you want to set up your day so other people are less likely to screw up your program. You don't want to depend on your nutrition and say like, well, you know, every Tuesday I'm going to go out after work with my friends, we're going to go out to dinner, and they pick a different restaurant every time. Like, yeah, you don't want to do that. Because, you know, what happens when you end up at a pizza place and you're going to eat pizza and it's going to be like the most terrible ratio of nutrition. Now, I mean, is one piece of pizza going to kill you? No. But it's not good. And the less you do that and the more days you have with great nutrition, you're going to be better. It does make a difference. Here's what I do. Wake up in the morning and, you know, go to the bathroom, wash my face. But before I like shave my head or do anything else like that, sort of get to the point where I can blink okay. I go to the kitchen and I put 3 scoops of Fortigen in a glass. Take that, so that's 150 grams of protein, or the equivalent of 150 grams of protein, because it's essential amino acids. It actually becomes 150 grams in your body because the non-essential amino acids your body makes. So it becomes complete human proteins. This is the best thing to do for protein. So start the day with a huge amount of protein in isolation, nothing else. Then at about 2 o'clock, I'll have another shake just like that, 3 scoops of Fortigen. So before I even have any solid food, I have the equivalent of 300 grams of protein. So like it doesn't really matter what the end of the night is. So you notice what I did there? Like I have my nutrition so aggressively stacked for protein in the beginning of the day, the chances are if I get stuck at some like, you know, event that has like dumb hors d'oeuvres, okay, I'll either eat a good meal, like a heavy protein meal with some good fats. I mean, especially because I'm not getting fats for my first 2 shake-only meals. Well, now I'm actually looking for a high amount of fats. So like a ribeye kind of thing. You know, biggest ribeye I can find on the menu. Sometimes, maybe before I go to a party, I'll have like a dozen scrambled eggs. I know it sounds like a lot, but you know, that's my first like solid food meal of the day. And then if I go to some event that just has like, you know, ridiculously dumb hors d'oeuvres, I'm not hungry anymore. Also, very important to mention, I take a small dose of the GLP-3, of which the name I cannot mention for legal reasons. If you search for GLP-3, you'll realize what I'm talking about. That is an appetite suppressant. I take 2 milligrams of that per week. And that just takes the edge off of like, the best way to describe it is you walk by a pizza place and you smell the pizza and then your mouth starts watering. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody, and especially if it's like a good pizza place. This stops happening with even just like the tiniest little dose of these GLP agonists, especially the advanced one, the GLP-3. That helps a lot, and I've got plenty of positive things to say about that. And I'll get into that in another video, and I have earlier on, I explained sort of why I made the decision to run some experiments with very low dose of this. I think people who need a high dose of GLPs, that's a bigger issue. They got some serious self-control problems because you don't want to have to use so much of this thing where you need it, you depend on it. you just want it to be a little bit helpful. You want it to free up more of your brain so that you can think about your work, think about your relationships, think about your training. You don't want to white knuckle it every day and be like stressed, like, okay, I'm trying to eat less so I can be leaner and also high protein. And by the way, I don't care what anybody says in the comments, there'll be some idiot who wants to argue with me here. But high protein, low calories equals you build muscle and lose fat at the same time. And I'm going to put up a couple studies so that you guys can see it. Lots of fitness people will tell you that you need to eat at a calorie surplus to grow muscle. No, a calorie surplus makes you fat. You can also grow muscle while you're getting fat. That's what a lot of these people are doing who are bulking up. Don't do that. That's a very painful road to go down, because you end up, every time you go through a course of a few months where you're trying to gain muscle, you just get fat. And then you got to deal with how do you get unfat. So not what I do. So protein surplus, calorie deficit, that's basically every day. Now, what I described to you was a non-workout day. I work out 4 days a week. Workout days, I'm hungrier. Like I can feel I have more of an appetite. And those are closer to maybe maintenance calories, still probably at a 500 calorie deficit, as opposed to my non-workout days, which might be a 1500 calorie deficit. So the workout days, I have my Fortigen in the morning, and then I work out, and then I have a post-workout meal, not because there's such a thing as an anabolic window. You hear people talk, oh, you gotta eat right after you train, an anabolic window. Yeah, that's been completely disproven. That's nonsense. But I'm hungry. I have a post-workout meal, maybe 1,000 calories. A dozen eggs is often what I go for that post-workout meal. And then sometimes I'll have another dozen eggs for dinner, or a big steak or something like that. Eating 24 eggs in a day is not common, but I've done it. Eggs are really amazing, especially when you have supplemental amino acids like Fortigen. Then what you really are looking for is high fats, and eggs are an amazing source of fats. Hope this helped. Ask questions. The way you should be perceiving this information is, how can I hear all this and do something similar, but how it fits into your own day? You have to think about what goes on in your day and how you need to plug in these things, and you need to arrange them in a way where the likelihood of somebody screwing your day up is minimal. And of course, I mentioned this in other videos, especially with working out. The easiest way is get up earlier and get a lot of these things out of the way before other people wake up and start screwing up your day. I hope this helped. Ask me any questions, and I'll be there for you.
If this video helped you, I want you to subscribe and follow. I'm gonna put out videos on a regular basis. I think they're gonna help a whole lot of people, especially if you're one of those people that doesn't just instantly grow from lifting regular weights. We've got the answer for you.